Today, we're going to make soft and cheesy scrambled eggs. The kind you gotta eat with a spoon, where it's almost custard-like and goes great with a piece of toast. To start, I like to use about 3 eggs per person, so let's crack those into a bowl. I like to add about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. You can do more or less depending on how salty you like your eggs. I found that salting them in advance doesn't really affect the texture, contrary to popular belief. It just makes my life a little easier down the road, so I don't forget to salt at the end. So add the salt and mix it around till you no longer see any of the whites. I then let the scrambled eggs sit for anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes until the eggs turn from that yellow color to a slight orange. The reason we let the eggs sit is so that the salt can get evenly distributed throughout the mixture. In that time, we can also prep everything else. So toast your bread and get the cheese. I'm using quite a bit of white cheddar here, and I like to crumble it into little bits and pieces to add to the eggs later. And now we can start the cooking. So let's get a pan and put it on low heat, which is the key to this recipe, low and slow. For 3 eggs, I like to add a tablespoon of butter, which is 1/8 of a stick. So put that in the pan and swirl it around until it melts. A good ratio is 1 teaspoon per egg. So because 3 eggs, 3 teaspoons, which is the same as 1 tablespoon. Once all the butter has melted and is foamy, we add in the eggs and start stirring constantly. We need to do this to make sure no large curds form, and this is how we get that custard-like texture. I also like to add the cheese in batches. The reason for this is because if you're to do it all at once, that might lower the temp of the eggs too much, and you can't guarantee that all the cheese will melt properly by the time the eggs are cooked properly. So add the first batch of cheese and keep stirring like a madman on low heat. This may take a few minutes, but you have to just keep going. So after the first batch of cheese is melted, add the second batch and keep stirring. Once you can draw a line and see the bottom of your pan, you're close to the end. So we add in the last of the cheese and then turn off the heat. Keep stirring and count to 10 Mississippi. After that, the eggs are done. Take them out and put them into a new bowl. They may look underdone, but keep in mind, while those eggs are sitting, they are still cooking, so it's better to take them out a little under as opposed to the opposite. And that's it. Serve with a piece of toast and enjoy your custardy, soft and cheesy scrambled eggs.